Yo, 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 yo. So Johnny, right? Johnny is really good. He's a really, really good character. Coming from MK11, MK11, he's really good. He got touched here and there with some buffs, some nerfs. He plays really differently now that he doesn't have a projectile. He's straight up just in your face, always trying to get in. He has really good strings all around. He moves forward, and the majority of his strings, he's leaping around left and right. His jabs are plus, his strings are staggerable. He has mix all over, like constantly, 24/7 mix. He is playing MKX on MK11, like it's stupid. It's stupid. You no longer have that washed down MK11 Johnny. Um, his staggers are actual staggers. You use more than one stagger. You have a beautiful mid. I think it's his forward 3 to 1 or whatever, right? It's hit, kinda hit confirmable. You can hit confirm it definitely. And his staggers, his strings, his 2-1-2, his 1-1, his 1-1-2, 1-1-4, forward 1, forward 3, stand 4. All of that, all of them are safe. There's only like one version of forward 1, which is the launcher, which is not safe, but it's whatever because everything else is safe and it's plus. It's ridiculously dumb. It's not only a mix. It's not only your turn when you do it, right? The pressure is beautiful. He works with all cameos, even though Kano was clearly the best one. You do Nut Punch, call Kano, and it's a free combo extension from literally anything. His Nut Punch is beautiful. You can combo from it from any touch, and it's really strong. Damage doesn't scale when you use Johnny. Your name is Johnny Damage. It's not Johnny Cage, it's Johnny Damage. It's really dumb. When you compare him to like Johnny, when you compare Johnny to like Kenshi, or Sub-Zero, or Kitana, or Liu Kang, he's definitely on the upper half. You would think that Kenshi is the best in the game, and he is. I still think Kenshi is the best, not in the game, but in the beta, right? In the 5 characters we got to try out, Kenshi was definitely the strongest. But if it wasn't for Kenshi and his broke ass shit, it would be between Sub-Zero and Johnny. And even though Sub-Zero would technically be better, because he doesn't depend as much on the cameo as Johnny does, Johnny still is really good. Like, he doesn't exactly depend on his cameo. He benefits from his cameo, big time. He benefits from Kano big time. Benefits from Frost big time. You could use Jax and try and make something work, but at the same time you could just use Kano, right? Or you could just use Frost. Jax isn't offering as much as you would want for him to offer, and the same can be said about Sonya. Like, they're there. That's basically it. Like, oh yeah, I mean, they're there. That's about it. You're not really getting much from them that you're not already getting from the other two. And that's not even considering that like Kano can offer some setups, which for Johnny and Sub-Zero works really great on knockdown or just pressure overall. And I think that's the main take on Johnny. He is really good all around. And it's bound to happen that Kenshi's gonna get nerfed one way or another. Everybody has been posting clips of him controlling the whole screen, controlling the game when he's blocking. It's ridiculous, but it's a thing, right? It's a thing. It's a public character, and that will leave Sub-Zero and Johnny, which I believe none of them will get touched in a negative way. They both have ridiculous potential with the full game, with full cameos when they come out. They play the game mechanics really well. You see Johnny, you see him play the game. It's literally his game when he's on screen. He hits you, he charges up his star, and once he lands the star, it's 50% or it's just pressure over pressure. You do shadow kick into Kano knives, into another shadow kick, keep it safe. It's always a threat, right? Any touch of his is a threat. He's always in your face. Knockdown, he's still in your face. He gets Oki from that shit. And it's such an upgrade from the previous games. You see MK11 Johnny and he's alright. Like, you know what to expect. But then you go to MK1 Johnny and you're like, damn, what is he going to do next? Like, his throw game is real. he gets this special move where if he takes throw, right? He breaks your arm and you can no longer throw. I forgot the exact amount of seconds that it takes for that shit to go away, but it's thing. Then you have the new down 2 mechanic, which he gets nice combos from. And all of his air conversions are really clean. You can do any air conversion into nut punch, ground and nut punch, right? Call cameo, it works. It's beautiful. Like, it's such a good combo for him. And he works really well with Kano, and we haven't even tried the rest of the cameos so far, which is the biggest takeaway. Like, the potential is there. Let's just hope they don't touch Johnny in a way that it's gonna hurt him. I mean, maybe it doesn't even hurt him. They can just switch some things here and there. But I'm really hoping Johnny and his potential stay the way that they were in the beta. He was the most fun. Like, being honest, he was the most fun to use, the most fun to watch. You have no idea how many people were catched with the fatal blow parry. They would stare in your eyes for like 10 seconds, scared of pressing, until you charge up the unblockable and they get hit. And they're like, what the fuck? And it's unblockable. I'm telling you, because I got hit by it. Everybody got hit by it. You went to Twitter and you saw those clips of pros getting hit by it. And you're like, damn. That's like, it's so good. It's so funny. Like, of course, it's not gonna work later down when the game is out, right? But that's the beauty of the beta. Like, nobody knows what's going on. And I'm hoping that stays a thing for MK1. Like, you see this dude, this really good online warrior, just, you're fighting him and like, you don't know what's going on. Because the game is actually diverse. You get full characters. It's such an upgrade. I'm telling you, like, oh my god, it's 4 years of the same shit with MK11. But I'm really glad this is back. You got the fatal blow little parry that he does, the little dance. You try to jump, he lets go and just catches you. It's it's alright. I mean, comboing into it, it's a little bit strict. It doesn't combo from every string. And you'll be surprised because fatal blows, if you call in a cameo to combo extend, right? You have to wait like 5 seconds before using your fatal blow because it's not gonna trigger. You need your cameo available to do your fatal blow. So it's weird. You have to play around it. You cannot do Johnny's let's say you do forward 3, the mid, the starter, into nut punch into Kano. You cannot do that and then do 2-1 fatal blow because Kano is not charged up, right? You have to wait like 3 to 5 seconds for him to come back. So it really forces your hand to like explore some other combo routes that will allow for him to combo into it. And it also happens with like Frost, and I saw the same thing with Lee May and Frost. And it was really interesting to see how they balanced that out. So fatal blows are not much of a problem as compared to MK11. MK11 you got touched once, and if they had fatal blow, it's GG's. You couldn't break away, you had to take it, full on back shots into like 40%. And it was really unfair for most of the roster which couldn't do that shit right off the bat. And I think this is a really like universal check mechanic on MK1 where like, hey, you can get this combo, yeah sure, but you wouldn't be able to fatal blow right off the bat. You're gonna need to find some weird ass route that gives you enough time to get your cameo back to fatal blow, or don't combo extend and just go straight into fatal blow. And of course you can still break away, whatever, but let's say you don't have bar. It's that decision making is something that we did not have to go and do back in MK11, and I think that's a really good way to, like, you know, make you think. Don't do random shit on MK11, that's not gonna happen anymore. You're gonna have to think before doing shit now. And I think fatal blows are really well balanced back in this game. A little bit too much pushback, right? Even Johnny, actually Johnny's one of the characters who doesn't have that ridiculous pushback. But then you have Lee May and her kitty cat. She throws that shit out and has this huge hitbox. And if you block it like even like mid-screen, that shit's gonna push you really far off. You're gonna have to do like your reversal slide or whatever to punish it. Which, I mean, no big deal. Johnny has a reversal kick. Really good, by the way. It's armored. It can be low profiled, which sucks. I don't know why armored move is a high when it's already unsafe on block, right? Like Sub-Zero is low, Lima is a mid. Liu Kang has the mid, the multiple kicks. Who am I missing? Kenshi? Kenshi has Shadow Push, right? Yeah, I think he has the Tele Push, my bad. So I think Johnny might have one of the weakest armor moves, right? And I'm hoping they turn it into a mid. Maybe I'm asking for too much. But a mid would really be nice, because that was all he was missing. It's just a wake up, a get off me tool, which he does have, but it can be low profile and it can be abused. So there's that. Dude, definitely. If you see this, go Johnny day one. You're not gonna regret it. Really fun character. MK9, and then it's an MKX Johnny, but on MK11. Really fun character. I recommend it to anybody. Really, really fun character to use.